Hi, my name is Bill Bruneau. When we moved to Willits over 40 years ago, we brought with us Bountiful Gardens, which soon became the county's seed and biointensive and organic source. And my whole life, I've written poetry my whole life, and my goal in writing it is to capture one facet of somebody really well. And my success is if they take that home and put it up on the wall, or if they put it in their wallet. That's what's important to me, that I touch them. And here's an example. Grandfather and granddaughter. Grandfather and granddaughter as always enter the brick house for their afternoon treat. Aged and perhaps 5, relaxed and comfortable in the middle of a conversation between equals. Just about what you would expect from longtime friends and companions, with Grandpa's calm and thoughtful cadence discussing the happenings of the day, brings her gently closer to adulthood. Over time, evolving the immature child into a thoughtful and pleasing being. I have noticed over time watching them how her behavior has become wise. After reading this poem to them, she beams to me her appreciation. So what was cool is I had read them something else. They were in the brick house. I had read them something else, and this came to me as a result of that, and I read that, and they loved that. They've put it up on their wall. And I read that to a clerk in Mariposa, and the next time I came in, she says, I got to have a copy of that. I want to send it to my grandfather. So that's what I go for. So these are a variety of things from our living here. I live on the end of 3 miles of dirt road. Reading my dirt road. I'm going to have a whole book on dirt road poems at some point. Reading my dirt road. Sort of like a surfer watching the latest incoming waves for that special shape and sized wave, finding that elusive smoothest ride. Here I am maneuvering through the most rutted parts of my road after some serious rain softening. Some can ground your car's frame. Always plotting, calculating, finally finding the least rutted, jarring route. Simultaneously, immediately dooming it by leaving a muddy tire track trail for my Me Too neighbors to follow, ensuring that this exact route will soon degenerate under serious route emulation, forcing me to begin a new puzzle, the newest, least rutted, jarring route. And of course, if my neighbor has found a better way through this morass, right away my choice, with no regrets. And with my son-in-law, I was visiting my daughter and son-in-law, and he had this book on Stoicism. And so I liked it so much, I took it back, and we've been writing about that. So this are my notes on Stoicism. At last, you have something that transcends desire and FUD. That infamous IBM, fear, uncertainty, and doubt, not that they do not always exist. Pay careful attention and strive to be more than a pawn. An unwavering, firm power of judgment is the end state of a personal process. Finding learnings that help you over time to self-correct, centering into certainty. Making adjustments here and there, naturally, but ignoring all the many distractions that take you away. Discovering that many popular beliefs turn out to be totally wrong for you. Focus on your core understandings. Follow assumptions that you find right, as experience proves them true, and avoid all those wretched habits. At times accept pain as it comes. Enjoy living, but don't abhor death when it inevitably arrives. This is the path to peace and tranquility. Looking at life a different way. When our falling asleep mind changes from conscious to unconscious. When our falling asleep mind changes from conscious to unconscious, why do we react with such fear when the veneer of our ordered existence dissolves, is personally pried open? When our real life fades into otherness, and that other, but somehow familiar, appears as an interruption to our normal programming. brings us fresh evidence of our existence, only requiring a suspension of suspicion, a willingness to accept messages from our inner selves to our outer selves, familiar but as yet unknown. And I like to catch a lot of glimpses of community, our community. I've done, during COVID, was doing poems all around town, little snippets about trying to bring it back at such times. This is not then, though. Mom and young daughter and timelessness. Mom and young daughter in timelessness, as she slowly and patiently helps her daughter to spell out the many ice cream choices. There is no stopwatch here, as they linger over spelling pronunciation. The counterwoman is equally patient. These are our neighbors lingering, tantalizing in our local general store, the epitome of community. And last, it's a little dated now, but think back to January. Putting on my summer uniform in January. It's late January and the weather is surprisingly warm and sunny today. After months of wrapping up warm, a delightful break in the weather. Today has a t-shirt taste of summer. I survey the Hawaiian shirts in my closet and choose my brightest blue shirt. It pleads with me to be worn, and putting it on I get this gestalt, a familiar sense of suiting up for a big and meaningful event, a souvenir of my young athletic days. Here comes summer, dress the part. Have a great day.